You can't receive with clenched fists. You can't let abundance in if your life is already full of clutter, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Prosperity doesn't force its way into your life, it flows to the place where it's invited, where there's space, where there's readiness. This is the great truth most people overlook. You're not waiting for prosperity, prosperity is waiting for you. Waiting for you to release. To surrender the old story. To loosen your grip on what no longer serves you. To stop hoarding fear, holding on to shame, clinging to limitation like it's your only companion. Prosperity isn't a finish line, it's a frequency. And you only tune into that frequency when you're willing to let go of what's keeping you stuck in survival. You see, life doesn't reward control. It rewards alignment. And alignment begins when you make space, not just on your calendar or in your closet, but in your mind, in your heart, and in your expectations. Because if you're still expecting things to go wrong, if you're still preparing for disappointment, if you're still operating with the mindset that there's never enough, then you're crowding out the very energy that wants to deliver you more. This is the law of circulation, what flows out must return. But if nothing can leave, then nothing can come. You must become the kind of person who allows things to move, people, money, opportunities, even emotions. The tighter you hold, the more you repel. So I ask you, where are you holding on too tightly? What are you afraid to release? What identities, what habits, what beliefs are you keeping just because they're familiar even though you know they're keeping you small? You were not born to grip life with fear. You were born to grow. To expand. To open yourself to the infinite possibilities that exist beyond what your eyes can see. But for those possibilities to enter, you must make space for them. The problem is, we've been taught to accumulate not just things, but mental weight. Opinions. Labels. Trauma. Noise. We wear them like armor, convinced that the more we carry, the more prepared we'll be. But the truth is, you don't attract prosperity by adding more, you attract it by becoming light. By becoming clear. By stepping into flow, not friction. Look at nature. A river doesn't force its current, it moves effortlessly in the direction of least resistance. And what happens when a river is blocked? The water grows stagnant. That's exactly what happens to us. We try to hold on to every outcome, every relationship, every dime, every identity, and then we wonder why we feel stuck, drained, disconnected. It's time to unlearn the scarcity that has been programmed into you. The lie that says you need to be in control to be safe. The illusion that says if you don't grip tightly, you'll lose everything. No. The opposite is true. When you let go, you allow. When you create space, you receive. When you release the old, the new can finally arrive. You are designed to live in alignment with abundance, not to chase it, but to flow with it. But that begins inside. Inside your beliefs. Inside your expectations. Inside your emotional state. Because your outer world is always echoing your inner world. What are you broadcasting? Are you broadcasting lack or possibility? Are you sending the frequency of constriction or expansion? Because prosperity doesn't just hear your words, it responds to your vibration. So if your life feels stuck, cluttered, resistant, maybe the question isn't, how can I get more? Maybe the question is, what am I still holding on to that no longer aligns with who I'm becoming? It could be a belief that money is hard to earn. That rich people are greedy. That you're not worthy of success. These beliefs act like dams in the river of your life. They block the current. They slow down the flow. They convince you to shrink when you were born to expand. And no, you don't have to fix it all overnight. You don't have to have the entire vision figured out. But you do have to start making space. In your day. In your mind. In your expectations. Start small. Clean your room. Organize your finances. Forgive someone. Let go of one grudge. Declutter one part of your life. Every act of release is an act of faith. And faith is the magnet for abundance. You can't welcome the new while you're still worshiping the old. You can't build a new life while trying to protect the ruins of your past. You have to choose. Choose to trust. Choose to let go. Choose to believe that something better is not only possible, it's already trying to reach you. But first, you must clear a path. Make space. Let it in. You were never meant to live in a constant state of tension, emotionally clenched, spiritually tight, afraid to lose, afraid to hope. That is not the design of your soul. That is the programming of fear. And fear, while loud, is not your truth. Your truth is expansion. Your truth is flow. Your truth is infinite. But that infinite truth cannot express itself in a container that's already full of doubt. Already crowded with limitations. Already jammed with what ifs and I can'ts and I'm not enoughs. So empty the cup. Empty it with courage. Empty it with trust. Empty it with the faith that when you release, you're not losing, you're preparing to receive. Because prosperity doesn't come to those who chase it with desperation, it comes to those who expect it with calm confidence. It comes to the hearts that are soft, open, willing. It comes to the minds that are clear, focused, uncluttered. It comes to the spirits that are aligned, not trying to force life, but choosing to flow with it. And that means you have to surrender what's out of alignment. Maybe it's the job that drains you. Maybe it's the people who keep you small. Maybe it's the habit that numbs your potential. You already know what it is. You've felt the weight of it. And maybe you've convinced yourself that you need it. But deep down, you know, it's costing you more than it's giving. Prosperity isn't just about money, it's about being rich in life. Rich in purpose. Rich in clarity. Rich in alignment. And sometimes, to become rich in the right things, you must become poor in the wrong ones. Poor in excuses. Poor in fear. Poor in resistance. You are not here to hoard, you are here to circulate. Your gifts. Your energy. Your love. Your money. Your voice. When you become a channel for good, good flows to you and through you. That's the principle. That's the law. And just like a blocked pipe can't deliver water, a blocked soul can't receive abundance. So today, make space. Not out of fear, but out of faith. Faith that your life is expanding. Faith that your next chapter requires a lighter version of you. Faith that by letting go of the old, you are creating the capacity for something wildly better. We live in a culture obsessed with more hustle, more noise, more stuff. But you don't need more. You need room. Room for your vision. Room for grace. Room for peace. Room for wealth to flow not just into your bank account, but into your relationships, your health, your purpose. Because real wealth is wholeness. It's when your inner world aligns with your outer world. It's when your energy matches your desires. It's when you no longer live from scarcity but from sovereignty. And that level of prosperity isn't built through force, it's built through space. Space to reflect. Space to heal. Space to receive downloads from the infinite intelligence that already knows the path. You don't have to create abundance, it already exists. You only have to align with it. And alignment begins when you let go of what no longer resonates. Stop trying to drag old energy into a new life. Stop trying to renovate a mindset built on fear, demolish it. Clear the land. Create fresh ground. Plant new seeds. And do it with expectancy. Not neediness. Not begging. But a bold, holy expectation that says, I was made for more, and I make space for it now. Now, not later. Because later is a lie fear tells you to delay your becoming. Now is the moment where miracles unfold. Let your life breathe. Let your mind stretch. Let your spirit expand. Let go of the lies, the lack, the leftovers from a version of you that was just trying to survive. This version of you. This version is ready to thrive. And thriving requires lightness. It requires clarity. It requires space. So open your hands. Open your heart. Open your soul. Because what you seek is already on its way. But first, you must make room for it to arrive. Let go. Clear out. Release. And rise. This is your invitation. Not to chase. Not to strive. But to trust. To prepare. To become. Make space. And watch prosperity flow in.